Good afternoon, Northwest Indiana. Once again, you've got me, Jenny Craig Brown, and this is another awesome installment of Great News Weekly with greatnews.life and me, Jenny Craig. So come on in. As you guys are coming in, I will get situated here. So I'm going to wait for some people to pop in the room, but you might notice our cool little new setup we're trying out. So let us know what you think. I think it looks pretty cool, but I want you guys to tell us, do you like the new setup? Do you like what you're seeing? Tell me what we can improve on and how we can do better. But I think this is a pretty cool new look for us. So as we go, tell me what you think. Chris Mallman said, fancier than ever, Jenny Craig Brown. I mean, you guys know me, pretty fancy. So I think that's, Chris, that goes without saying. I'm one fancy lady. I've decided I'm going to bring back the finger guns, which is terrible. So if you don't like it, I get it. I don't really either, but I've decided it needs to happen. Okay, I hope you guys have had enough time to come in, check out our new setup, check out the bookshelves are the same. Sorry, not going to lie. They're totally the same. Same bookshelves. See if you can point out a book today and see how it goes. See if you can point out a cool book today. You see this one? Yeah, Led Zeppelin. Okay, so let's get to the good news. If you've never tuned in before, this is a live show that we do every Wednesday, and it is full of exclusively positive news. So we are Great News Weekly with greatnews.life. During the show, send me your lifelines. What's a lifeline, you ask? Huh? Oh, let me tell you. A lifeline is an exclusively positive news note, and I want to read your good news on air. Also, if you are not tuning in live, you could also be listening from Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts at, because we do make us a podcast as well. So you can listen on Facebook Live, on NWI.Life every single week at noon Central Time, or you can tune in on Spotify, you can tune in on Apple Podcasts. If you don't have time, you can always hit those too. So you don't have to do the live, but the live is really fun. So let's kick it off. We are going to go to Valpo.Life first with the new article. Thomas Jefferson Elementary teacher celebrates first graders with drive-thru giveaway. This is an article by Curtis Hankins of our team. I've mentioned him several times because he's awesome and amazing. This is an awesome article all about this TJ teacher. Her name is Miss Laura Bryan, and she is a longtime teacher at the school, and she was really a little sad that she didn't get to see her students off. So she created this awesome drive-through giveaway where her students could come through with their family, and she created with her husband, Cliff Bryan. Cliff is from Benjamin F. Edwards in Chesterton. If you've never been, stop by. That team is absolutely amazing. So, but they got together. Cliff donated a bunch of awesome gifts and fun prizes. They had little gift bags for everybody. The gift bags had 3 books for each student, plus markers, journals, awards for personality awards, which is really fun. And then a personal note from Miss Laura Bryan. And this is all done in part with her teacher's aide, Shirla Hawkins. So thank you to her as well. I have, of course, especially during COVID, I have been shouting out teachers and will continue to do so. I have a whole new appreciation. Y'all are amazing. And this is something that's so special. Look at that happy little boy. See, this is so exciting. So yes, thank you to Miss Laura Bryan. Thank you to her husband, Cliff Bryan of Benjamin F. Edwards, for putting on such an awesome thing for those TJ students. And those first graders are probably a lot happier. And apparently, I read in that awesome article that she got some nice little treats for herself from those students too. So what an awesome, amazing way to just show your appreciation for your students and then them to show it back. That's way to be. You guys are awesome. Thank you to all of the teachers out there, but also to the students that are really trying to show that love to those teachers. I wonder if we have, I'm going to try this new format out. Let me see. Sarah Young said, love the energy. Thank you. I am caffeinated all the time. Yeah, Cammie mentioned Benjamin Edwards. Thank you for donating. She's exactly right. Thank you so much for donating. Nick Arnold mentioned they are the best. You got that right, Nick. Thank you for tuning in too. I appreciate it. Tell your friends, come on by. So next up, we are going to pop over to LaPorte.Life to the greatnews.life catches up with 2020 #1 student interns. So if you don't know, this is, first of all, this is by Stacy Kellogg. She wrote this article, but she also runs all of the #1 student NWI program. If you've never heard of our NWI, #1 student NWI program, let me tell you about it. So our #1 student NWI program is all about these amazing students within the high schools throughout the region. We try to have one student from every high school within Lake, Porter, and LaPorte counties, and they are basically our ear to all the good happening in every school in the region. So if you know someone that wants to be a #1 student, you can email us at share@greatnews.life. But our very own Stacy Kellogg sat with all of the seniors of our #1 student programming. So we usually have a really awesome party for the seniors as we see them off. They've been writing for us for years and we love them so much. But since we couldn't do that this year, Stacy got on a Zoom call with all of the seniors and just got kind of an intro into their lives, kind of a catch up with them. So go to our sites, you can see it on the screen there, and visit these students. Let me give them all a shout out. So our #1 student NWI interns that are seniors heading off to the big world this year are Katie Weber, Claire Bailey, Zoe Brickner, Liana Boyer, Tommy Elwood, Kelsey Choi, and Ruby Gianespro. Hope I got that right. But they're amazing students. They have been, of course, as you would assume, and I probably could guess, they're all, you know, very in tune with their schools. They are most often those students that are a part of everything. They're in their journalism club, their yearbook club, they're, you know, Tommy's a huge athlete. A lot of them are. So these are students that are involved in so much in their school, and then they still find time to write for us and share with our audience all the good that's happening in their school every month. So it's an awesome way. If you know a student, it doesn't have to be a senior, obviously. It can be anywhere, junior, senior, sophomore, doesn't matter, that wants to take part. We are always looking for new #1 students. It's a great way to get trained. It's a great way to get some journalism under your belt, to get published, all of that kind of before you head off to college. We train all of those students along the way, and it's a really awesome program, and we're so thankful for all of those #1 students. But of course, as we see these seniors off in 2020 and allow them to go off to the big world, we just wanted to give them a shout out. So go watch all those videos and check out all the awesome stuff that they have to tell you, and they'll share with you their future plans and everything great. So go there, check it out, #1 student NWI. Do we have some comments? I'm going to pop over to the comment board and see what we've got. If you're just tuning in, I mentioned earlier, I am looking for your good news. So Lifelines. A lifeline is like a 1-line, 2-sentence kind of good news story. And I want you to share yours with me. So put it in the comments and I will read it on the show. If you aren't watching live, you can always email those. Shoot me an email at share@greatnews.life. And tell me your lifeline, and hopefully I'll read it on a future show. It's going to be fun. So Stacy, thank you. She said, I loved catching up with all of them. I completely agree. Stephanie said, my lifeline this week is a shout out to my kids' teachers. Amen, girl. I just said it myself. I totally agree. Last week was their last official week, and they have made this online learning transition as smooth as it possibly could be. You are exactly right. 100% true. I'm telling you, every teacher should be a millionaire. I don't know how that works, but geez, they deserve it. They're absolutely incredible. Let's see. Hi, Danielle. Pop in. Tell me your good news. Stacy Kellogg has a lifeline too. First of all, thank you, Stacy, for sharing that awesome #1 student stuff with us. But My lifeline, Stacy says, my lifeline this week was planting the vegetable garden in our office. Visit us at Camp Life later this year and take some tomatoes, peppers, beans, and cucumbers. So Stacy is our resident green thumb. She has my green thumb and her green thumb because I don't have one. She's amazing. And she literally, I mean, when she came to us, we had no garden. It wasn't like she took it on. She started that garden from scratch herself. She tilled up everything. It was cool. And she started a lifer garden. So everybody, our whole team helps, and she gets it started, I'm not going to lie. And then everybody helps pick and clean. And we have awesome veggies at the Life cabin all summer long. So you're right. I saw you out there. I didn't join you. I don't even have a good excuse except for I'm really bad at it. So thank you. That's probably should be my lifeline this week too, is that you made us a lifer garden, because without it, I wouldn't have a lifer garden, right? Okay, let's take it over to Portage. So Portage.Life this week, this is a really special story that I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if she's watching, but I hope she is. We did a Survivor Series article, which I mentioned last week. Is a Survivor Series piece is a piece built around any cancer survivor within the region and their story. So this week's Survivor Series story is by Kellen Vale from our team, and it's about Tanya Hill Rios. She is a Portage resident who had esophagus cancer in 2014. Her story is really great, and she talks a lot within this, and I'm not going to reiterate the whole story because I want you guys to go read it. But her story, she talks a lot in her story about, obviously, she's in recovery now. She's, through all of her treatments, but she talks a lot about using the resources that are around you and available, and positive thinking. She said, one of her biggest things in going into her treatments was keeping it positive. I've never been through it myself, but have some close friends that have. It's a lot to go through those treatments, but she wanted to keep that positive mindset, which is what we're all about. So such a great fit for us, because she felt like that kept her going every day, and it kept pushing her over and over to make sure that, she could see. She's got 8 kids and 7 grandkids. So she is like drilling these treatments just to get to go see those babies. So it was great to see that. And then using those resources that are in your community, whether it's for a free ride to treatments or whatever it is. She talks about the American Cancer Society and how helpful they were. So go, like I said, there's more to that story, so go read it. I'm not going to tell you everything, but she is one amazing lady. So Tanya Hill Rios, thank you for being such an amazing survivor, for giving back to your community, for allowing us to share your story as well, because we know that that's a tough time to go through. And Kellen came out with such an incredible interview with you. So thanks to you. If anybody knows her, give her a shout out, tag her in this, whatever you got to do. But it's a really, really awesome way to say thank you. So Tanya, we appreciate you, and kudos to coming through with such awesome results on your treatments. We love to see you. So let's see. I think I saw another lifeline. And Natalia said, I can't wait to eat all of those amazing veggies from the Lifer Garden. Those tomatoes were my lunch on many days. This is our life. We are the Valparaiso Google of sorts. We are in office all the time. Even when we're not in office, we're in office just like this. And we work a lot. We're always on. We're always emailing. We're always apparently creating our gardens. So we have Camp Life is a cool place to be. We have a quiet room. We have a couple acres of property to run around on. We have staff meetings outside in the summer. We now have a Lifer garden, thanks to Stacy. So, and we need that to replenish us and get us back to work. So yes, you're right, Natalia. I remember you snacking on them quite often. Chris Malman said, Lifeline this week is Peyton Malman coming into the office to help me repaint my whiteboard. Can't wait to fill it up. Okay, let's have a conversation. Chris Malman likes whiteboards. Raise your hand if you knew this, everybody. Got it. So if you don't know Chris well, you should know that the one thing you need to know about him is he loves whiteboards. That's his favorite. So he just did a new coat on his whiteboard, which it's not a whiteboard. It's an entire wall in his office that is a whiteboard. And he just gets up and talks and writes all the time. It's a lot, but we love him. So good lifeline, Chris and Peyton came to help him. So she's fellow lifer and his daughter who was, I believe, home from college. So great to see Peyton as always, and love that she is helping you with that. Fantastic. Haley Alexander said, everyone is so happy about this garden, y'all. Come by and see our lifer garden. Knock on the door, just give us a wave. She said, I'm stoked about the lifer garden. Such an awesome idea, Stacy. So Haley's a newer member to our team, and she is all about it. So you can come, Haley. We'll eat some tomatoes. We might have some grapes as well in liquid form. I'm saying we should drink wine. Tony Ketchum said, my lifeline has been diving headfirst into 3D printing, finding more hobbies to keep busy alone at home. Good points. I would love to learn more about the 3D printing. That's fantastic. I have seen it. I've never seen it in work, but I've seen it finished product. So that's really, really awesome. Okay, let's pop over to NWI.Life. Oh, wait, nope, I've got another lifeline on screen. Let's read it. Cami Tupiak. Okay, my lifeline this week was Saturday. My sister Christina and my niece Cece came over to hang out with me and Connor. Connor's her son. We needed that. We've been away from people for far too long. So yes, agreed. That's so sweet. I cannot wait to see my nephew and my sister and my brother. So I definitely agree. I'm glad you got to do that. That's fantastic. How many people, who do you want to see? Comment. Tell me who you want to see the most and who you can't wait. My nephew, I want to wrap my arms around that little man so bad. I can't wait. So Tammy, that's a great, great lifeline. I love it. Okay, Northwest Indiana, I've got more lifelines, but I'm going to go to this one because I'm really excited about this one. So Northwest Indiana Life, and you can actually find this one, this story and the #1 student story across all of our sites. You don't have to go to any one of them. They'll be on all of them just to promote for you guys. But let's talk Northwest Indiana Life graduation station. So graduation station, as many of you know, either because you were in high school or you had a high schooler, the Life Sites has been, since it was just Valpo.Life, the home for graduations. We cover every high school graduation in the region as well as the colleges in the region. It is a lot of work, but it is well worth it to see all of those amazing grads celebrating one of the biggest achievements of their whole life. And I mean, we are out there, all of us do it. I've covered graduations before. It's fantastic. But you guys know this year is going to be a little bit different. That's okay. We're making it work. So we are going to be, the Life Sites are going to be at any graduation you guys are having in the high school area and the colleges. So if it's a virtual graduation, we'll be sharing it for you. If it's drive-through graduation, we're going to be there to take your pictures. If it's a parade, we're going to be there too. So we're working on finding all of that information and getting it to make sure that we have all the info and we can be at everything. However, we also know some aren't doing anything right now, and we wanted to give our grads a way to share their photo with us. So we do have, you can see it on site. You can email us at share@greatnews.life, or there's a place on our site. It's greatnews.life/graduation. Those are both ways that you can see. It says right there, click and submit. So you can give us your own graduation photos. So if you or your kid are in the back lawn in their grad outfit and you want to send us that picture, we will post it. We are going to make full galleries of all those photos we get, and we want you to send us yours. So send us your picture. See? Perfect. So send us your picture. We're really sad that we can't go cover everything like we normally do, but we're going to make it work, and we're going to cover everything we can. And we're going to supplement with all of your amazing photos as well. So make sure if you don't have a senior, but you're a senior, send us your picture. If you have a senior, have them send us your picture. If you know a senior, tell them, in case they don't know, to send us their picture. We really want all your guys' pictures. We are the place. And these are free downloads too. So we don't charge anybody for our graduation pictures. We just put them up for everybody to download themselves and have as they wish. Get us your grad pictures. Okay, I think I have some more lifelines. I see them coming in like crazy and I love it. So let's go. I'm gonna click back up here. Okay, last one is Dan Petrakis said, my lifeline this week was being able to get out with my camera to cover the Marquette Catholic High School graduation. I lost it. Materials pickup event. Oh, got it. High school graduation materials pickup. Sorry, can't read today. Event here in Michigan City. It felt so nice to get out, see the happy grads, and snap some photos again. Exactly. I feel like everyone's just taking little baby steps back to a little bit of norm, and everyone absolutely loves it. You're exactly right. And thank you, Dan, for being that guy, because you're an amazing photographer. We love having you on our team. Next up, I've got a lifeline from Julia Dema. She's a fellow lifer, an amazing team member. And she said, my lifeline this week was looking through Curtis Hankins Andrean high school graduation gallery last night. It's so great that these kids still got to experience this rite of passage. You could see the happiness on their faces. I haven't gotten to see those photos yet, but you encapsulated it absolutely perfect. So now I feel like I must go see them. So that's on that graduation station page. You can see them. They're all listed by school. So you can go right there and check out all of Curtis's photos. Thank you, Julia, for pointing out, because that's an awesome point. I like it. Sergio said, my lifeline is covering, Sergio Valdez Jr., sorry. My lifeline is covering the Central High School graduation parade last week. What a fun opportunity. Thanks, Sergio. I love that you're so excited. That makes me happy. It's great to see all of these team members that are just like loving doing work. I appreciate you guys. Probably more than you know. I've also got a lifeline from Kayla Bellick, another team member of ours. And she said, my lifeline was seeing my boyfriend this weekend for a social distance date and getting a beer from Zorn Brew Works Company. We've only seen each other like 3 times the last couple of months. Oh my gosh, Kayla, how awesome for you. I didn't know that, but that's incredible. I think there's probably I have a lot of friends and family members that have distance from their significant other for one reason or another, first responders and things like that. And you're right, that's really tough. And it's similar to what I mentioned with Dan. Everybody's kind of taking that little step out and getting really comfortable with it. And I like that because we just need a little. I don't think we need to go full-fledged normal, but we do need a little something. And I think people are seeing it now. So that's great. Oh, Dan Petrakis apparently likes Zorn. He shot some photos there. Oh yeah, he shot some photos there for a ramen competition. I remember seeing that and it was really cool. I had no idea. Oh, I've got another lifeline. Natalia Ruth said her lifeline, finishing my first Photoshop painting. We talked about her artwork last week, but let's bring it back because now she's talking about her own artwork, which is really good. I'm proud of you. She said, finishing my first Photoshop painting. I can't wait to show you all the finished product and to do more. Natalia is an incredible artist. You can check her out on Instagram. She is just really talented, whether it be hand sketch, online drawing. She's fantastic. So check out her art. Also, I've got a couple of events this week. I think I've got time for some events. So I always like to throw out a couple of events if I can, if I have time to give you guys something fun, whether it be this week or this weekend. And I've got a couple cool ones I found that I wanted to mention for you. The first is called Tour de Parks. This is an event put on by Valpo Parks. Great team over there, just holding stuff down while during COVID, they've really supported the community and we're really proud of them. They are doing Tour de Parks, which is Thursday, May 28th, so tomorrow at 4 p.m. They're meeting at Valparaiso, and they're basically doing a bike ride from Valparaiso, all of the paved paths. As you've seen, if you're from Valparaiso or you drive through often, there's a lot of new paved paths. So they mentioned they're going to figure out the exact pathway and the mileage when they get there, but you can show up. They said all levels, all bikes, just come and have some fun with them. So that's a really fun free event for everybody in the community. If you need to get out, it looks like it's going to be pretty nice as well. So I don't know, it changes like every day. So we'll see. But yes, get out there, Tour de Parks, May 28th, tomorrow, 4 p.m., Valparaiso. There's also the Gavis Arboretum at Purdue Northwest is doing a webinar that I thought sounded really interesting on Saturday at 1 p.m. So that's this Saturday, May 30th. They're doing, it's $5 and it's a tree identification and it's for novice. So you don't have to be a master gardener or a Stacy Green Thumb or anything else. You could just hang out, show up, and learn about tree identification, which is always awesome. I think I've seen so many people getting out more often, getting outside more often during this pandemic, which is great. And this is another awesome way to learn about your surroundings. When you're walking in the woods, what's happening? What's around you? Now you know. Perfect. And I had one more I thought was crazy. I don't know this group at all, but I had to shout this out. Cream de la Crap, which is a farm, I think it's on the west side of Valparaiso, is doing goat walking. What did you? Yes, I said it. Goat walking. So you have to have an appointment because they are practicing kind of strict social distancing rules. They don't want everyone to show up at once. It's Thursdays and Saturdays at Cream de la Crap. There is a Facebook event that'll give you all of the links and such to go find. You can go walk a goat. I feel like this is the best mental therapy that you could ever go to. So get out there, go walk a goat, go ride your bike, and learn how to identify some trees. How about that? Stacy Kellogg said, I think goat walking might be my new lifeline. See what I'm doing for you guys here? I'm teaching you and giving you good news. Thank you, Stacy. You're right. Okay, let's see. I want to see if I've got any cool new lifelines that I haven't read. Hi, Jason. He's tagging some people. I like it. And I think I've got all of them. Thanks, Stacy, for mentioning that because I am so excited about goat walking too. But then I thought maybe it was just me. But it's good to see that you are too. We should, I don't know if we can go walk together. I don't know how this works, but I want to go walk. If anybody's in, hit me up. Let's go goat walk. I love it. I think that's all, you guys. Look at that. Look at our new format. Look at this. We did it. We got all the good news in. So again, I think I tell you guys every week, but I'm going to keep telling you. And this is so cool. Agreed. It is so cool. So tell us what you think about our new format. Tell us your good news. As I mentioned, you can tune in every Wednesday at noon Central Time to watch live. If you can't, find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts directly after. You can also send us your lifeline. So if you can't tune in live, but you want to tell us what's good in your life right now, send it to share, SHARE, at greatnews.life, and we will send it to you, or we will shout it out hopefully in a future episode. So tell us all your good news. And this doesn't have to be like you saved a kitten from a tree. We get it. Not everyone is a fireman that saves kittens from trees every week. We want to know what's good in your life. It can be so simple, but we just want you to tell us. So email us, Facebook us, tune in every week here live, and get some good news in your life, folks. Hopefully I'll see you next week. Great News Weekly with greatnews.life and your host, Jenny Craig Brown, every Wednesday at noon. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.